Hi viewers, now not specifically about precious metals today, but from the title you will have seen about do people still appreciate the beauty of wood? It's a natural product and in comparison to some plastic thing or a 3D printed thing, it isn't just the beauty of the wood itself, but the work that goes into making the things from wood. And I regularly buy wooden items myself that I find attractive, not just because of the wood. Like, for example, this coaster sets are made from tuya. These are produced as a tourist item, not really what I would call an artisan piece, but that was bought because of the beauty of the wood itself, which is actually a root for those who didn't know. But also this. Now, I don't actually know what wood this is. Sometimes you can never identify certain species, but this is definitely an artisan piece. I can tell just the way it's finished and produced. It's obviously made from one piece and then split, and beautifully hollowed out inside. And I suspect this is probably from New Zealand. They have a lot of great artisans in New Zealand producing wooden items, so it's probably a New Zealand timber. Anyway, going on to the point of the video. Now, for those of you who watched my recent short about the Davenport desk, from the turn of the century around 1900, many of you thought it was an expensive piece of furniture. They are not. They are very cheap because it seems people no longer enjoy the beauty of wood. Maybe for countertops in a kitchen, but not so much as objects around your house. I mean, obviously the CCT slides are designed as a tool, but they also are designed to be eye appealing, shall we say. And for those of you wondering, this is sported ash, gorgeous with book matched sides, of course, as always up to CCT's quality standards. And that's the inside and the back. And of course, you may notice I haven't branded this one. I didn't want to spoil the beauty of the wood, which is sometimes the case. Very, very attractive piece. Now, for those wondering, no, this is not for sale. I actually made this for a friend in the United States. We discussed it last year. I had my eye on this piece since last year, and the guy who had it finally let me have it a couple months ago, and I finally got around to making a slide out of it. So yes, there is only one, and this particular slide probably took me 8 hours. Part of the reason being, as you'll see, it is kind of end grain, not straight grain, so I had to stabilize the timber before I could even kind of work on it. Anyway, the sported ash aside, for those of you who aren't well aware, I currently have a range of slides available in New York and in UK. Maybe I'll put some still images at the end of what I have in the United States, but obviously here I have the American walnut, the gorgeous wenge. I still have a couple of these available in the UK, gorgeous chocolate brown with a purpley tinge to it, the mahogany and the bamboo, which seems to have been quite popular, the bamboo slides. Not really sure why. Maybe bamboo is a popular material to have these days. I don't know, but not very nice to work with. And the one I haven't covered, the Purple Heart. The reason being, I only make these in the summer. So the Purple Heart board I had has been seasoning nicely in the workshop, and I've just turned it into a couple Purple Heart slides. Now, for those of you who don't know anything about Purple Heart, this is its natural colour. It's not been dyed. This is the actual wood, and these particular ones were branded on the inside, and it is quite striking, as you can see, hopefully showing up on a reasonably sunny day today. Yeah, so I only do these in the summer purely because I have to put them out in the sun to change from their kind of brown to purple, and I'll put a couple photos or clips at the end of how it changes from its brownish colour off the planer, and once exposed to sunlight goes this purpley colour. And obviously it takes several days in the British weather to do that before you can lacquer it, because the lacquer has UV stabilisers in it, so it's not going to turn as much after it's lacquered. Anyway, for those wanting to see some silver testing, well, we will use the spalted ash. I think would be a good idea. Oh, before I do that, yes, there's many wooden products I see and admire, and although you know, they're just yeah, I enjoy the beauty of the wood itself, but also the person's ability to see something from a piece of wood and turn this into you know, a sculpture per se, with the two little owls sat on it. Gorgeously carved. I can't carve, I've tried it, not very good at all. Anyway, let us test some silver on the spalted ash. Let's put it that way in the sunlight, shall we? And for those of you who don't know about the silver slides, there's hundreds of videos online about them. The CCT slide, and there goes the Scottsdale. And that's what it should have behaved like, because the Scotty is of course fake and goes down too fast, unlike the Eagle, which of course is real. Anyway, I'll put links to purchase the slides down in the comments, down in the description rather, not the comments, but I could put it in the comments as well if you want, because people very often can't find the description, but it is there. But I'll put the comments down there, and now that I've done this video, I can get this one packed off and sent to my friend in the United States. Right, I'll leave you with some photos. So here's a piece of Purple Heart, unfinished obviously, that's been exposed to the sun, and compared to a piece that's not been exposed to the sun. Hopefully that shows up on camera. It doesn't look as though it's showing up particularly well to me, but there's a huge difference between that and that. You know, on my camera this is kind of quite brown, but it is showing a bit of a pinky hue through my lens, so I don't know whether it does or not. But yeah, it's they come off the planer quite a kind of a brownish colour, and then go this gorgeous purple. That's obviously started to go on the edge there.